John again. I've just been over in the where those trees are. That's the Bully's Acre burial ground related to the workhouse in Drogheda, County Louth, and then across the road from that is the Calvary cemetery, which is really nice. Looks beautiful on the side of a hill. It's got lovely sun now today, lovely and warm. There's people visiting the graves, there's people walking through. It's got a lot going on. Some fantastic statues and things here. This is unusual. Who's this? San Rocco, John Malocca. Alright. So an Italian grave indicated by the unusual statue. Beaut. Maybe Carrera marble. Beautifully done. But the reason I wanted to do the video is here. We were just in the institutional burial ground over for the workhouse and the district hospital, and then over here there's a different type of institutional burial ground. The sisters here, I haven't looked it up yet what order of nuns they are, but you can see that their burial ground, excuse me now, hay fever, they have a limestone curbed grave plot. There's a statue, and then there are multiple graves marked. There are actually, you can see the little grave hollows here. 2016 burial and 2020 there. So you can see undulations in the ground, alright? And there are, the order have put up simple little headstones, just their religious name. Is that right? Yeah. And a date, and then RIP at the bottom. And then I guess family members are putting little personalised ornaments there then as well, and flowers and things. Looks like one grave, one person. Beautiful old statue here that looks like it's after coming out of somewhere, or maybe it's original. Look at that. Erected March 1911 by the relatives and friends of the Sisters of Mercy, okay, St. Mary's, Drogheda, in memory of the deceased members of the community. And then here, Sisters of Mercy, blessed are the dead who die in the Lord. And there's 16 names and spans from 1856 to 1900. So maybe these ladies were buried in here around the same time that people would have been buried over in Bully's Acre over yonder. And you can see when a local community or when an institution has the resources to bury members of the institution, we're getting individual grave markers and almost certainly individual graves. But then when it's out of the public purse, I suspect they got individual graves over there in Bully's Acre, albeit not apparently marked, or maybe if they were marked then they didn't survive. So this is just interesting here, and then it looks to me like we have parish priest graves here inside in the cemetery with another statue, but that's stunning. Like, these winged heads are incredible. That's a real fantastic piece. Suburban housing behind us and ice cream truck behind. And here then, I noticed when I walked up earlier, there's a Reverend Ryan who was pastor in Kansas City, so these priests have links out in the States. Kilmartin, he's Drogheda. John Curry died 1912 or 13. Reverend McNulty, for 50 years beloved pastor of St. Mary's, who died 1949, so 20th century pastor. John Johnson, St. Mary's Parish. John O'Reilly, St. Mary's. Father Malachi McNeil, Dublin Road, to Drogheda, and later the Diocese of Boise, Idaho, IDA. Oh my goodness, he was ordained in 1944 and he died 2005. Maybe the man came home to retire here. So real nice institutional burial plots. Would you call parish priest an institution? Yeah, you would, in terms of it being part of the Catholic Church. So the parish committee, I suppose, would have arranged that, or would it be the diocese? Anyway, they're in the sun today. Nice graveyard here, nice cemetery. There's no church, so it's a cemetery. All sorts of headstones here. I saw one over and it had a bottle of stout and a glass of stout as well, built into the modern memorial. So there's all sorts going on, new changes. So Calvary Cemetery across the road from Bully's Acre, an interesting counterpoint. I'm just seeing now over as I'll head over that way. There's a stainless steel cross with a Lord on it. That must be very modern. We don't see that so much. It's usually a big timber cross. All local names and local address. There's a place there called Black. This lime tree, Tilia cordata. Yeah, but planted here since what, the 1700s at least, and they're there a long time. The age size of that. So these look like they're potentially here older than the cemetery. Waste ground there. It looks like grave contents are being dumped. And then the more modern section here, people walking their dogs, talking to other dog walkers to make sure they don't end up with a row. Oh yeah, there now. So it's a Calvary scene. Calvary. Calvary, oh, I should have looked at this. Burial 19. All dogs be kept on a lead. Respect the dignity of the living and the dead. That's beautiful. It's huge. The Calvary was erected to the memory of the Very Reverend John Nulty. We saw McNulty over 1919 to 1949. Stainless steel, fabricated and donated in 1999. So they put it up as a 50-year. Yeah. It's, geraniums, big stainless steel structure, Christ and the cross. Very interesting. And there you can see a swathe of the good people of Drogheda all buried in here. So you can see the scientific grave, the modern grave, is very much entrenched by the early 1900s, and maybe particularly so after the First World War, when people formally made a decision that we have to improve our burial of even poorer people. So if there's a register in here, we'd know exactly how many people are buried here, and if we can find out how many people are buried inside in Bully's Acre as well, then we can compare them and just see how the treatment of our dead has changed over time. Alright, I'll let it go now. Okay, slán.